Now let me ask you a question. As a leader, once you know what you want to achieve, you know why you want to achieve it, and you know by when you want to achieve it, what's your next thought? You know, when I ask this question often with leadership teams and so forth, many people say how. But it's not how, it's who. Let me give you 3 reasons why. First reason, if you're thinking how by yourself, your solution is limited to your own knowledge and experiences. So, you need to get another who involved. Sometimes a 5-minute call can save you 5 hours. But look at it another way from a leader. If you take the how halfway and you think about it all by yourself and then you delegate it, does it feel like yours or does it feel like your people's? It feels like yours because you traveled too far with the how. The third reason is another one. Think about it. If you don't get a who involved, you can't get rid of it. And there's an interesting slogan behind this, and it sounds like Dr. Seuss. But if you don't have a who is the who? It's always you. So I found in leadership is about the who, not the how. You pay your people for how. Your job is to motivate the who's, align the who's, and get them really delivering towards the achievement together. And let me tell you the story behind this. I was coaching an executive he had a financial services firm, Europe, Africa, Middle East. And he sends me an email. And the subject line of the email was, my how is who. And here's the story behind it. He had a huge problem. His first instinct was to call his best person in and tell them how to fix it. All right? But he heard my voice in his head. And he said, well, I can't do that. So he called his best person in and he asked him this question. Could you come back tomorrow morning with 2 or 3 options to fix this problem? In fact, this is a great question to ask your people. Because when you ask your people for options, now you can coach them towards what could be a better answer, and then the source of their answer, of the better solution, is theirs. And so, I'll give you a quick tip. Never ask your people for the best thing to do. Because if you ask your people for the best thing to do, you're handcuffing yourself. Either you have to accept it or you have to tell them anyway. So he called his best person in. He asked them for the options. He said, can you come back tomorrow morning with 2 or 3 options to fix it? Person came back. They had discussed the 2 or 3 options. They picked one, and his team member, he went and fixed the problem perfectly. So he sent me that email, and that subject line was, my how is who. He said, I no longer think of my job as how. My how is not how. My how is who. My job is to empower the who. My job is to align the who, getting working together, point them in the right direction with a strong vision. And then after he said that, I said that phrase of the Dr. Seuss. If you don't have a who is the who? Or if you don't have a who, the who is always you. So think about your own leadership. Are you thinking how or are you thinking who? Are you traveling too far with the how before you delegate it to your people? So the more you think who up front, the more you're going to engage people quicker. You're going to get them working on the solution. In many ways, most successful leaders are more Teflon. At the end of the meeting, nothing's sticking to them. It's going to stick to someone in your organization. But the more you delegate, the more you're going to grow your people. Because the faster you delegate, the faster your people grow. If you're trying to hold everything to yourself, basically you should feel more pride in seeing them do it, maybe do it even better than you doing it yourself. So think about this for your own leadership. Think about whenever you have something you need to achieve, think who, not how. Engage your people faster. It's going to feel like theirs. They're going to put a lot more effort into achieving it. And when it feels like theirs, they're going to take a lot more pride in that achievement as well. So focus your who, keep hiring who's that you can make good business decisions, can influence others. And if you don't have a who, the who is always you.